Hi everyone, this is Nicole Rideout Hartwick, and I'm here for the March 2023 company update, which includes a company update, a market update, and a brand update. So a new feature we have this month is that we are including QR codes for anyone watching from their computer. If you are watching from your cell phone, we haven't still included the links, but if you do want to see that marketing town hall, the QR code is going to be on the screen here. We are excited for two big things right now. The Q1 referral campaign has come out. I know in markets like this, it's really good to tap into that global advisor title and really pay attention to other markets and see how you can help your clients everywhere. So the relocation referral team has rolled out their Q1 assets. You can talk to your OMC about utilizing those, and I'd highly recommend doing that. So second, the marketing team did a marketing town hall, which was the first time they'd done it. They likely plan to do this twice a year. A lot of agents got on, they asked live questions, and it was just a really good update overall about what the company provides, things you should be tapping into, a good refresher to start the year. So the marketing team has sent out that recording, but if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you watch it. And if you haven't seen the recording or you need it, reach out to me or anybody on the marketing team or your OMC, and we can get you that recording. One thing we're working on from an industry perspective is trying to get you all the information that you need on what's happening locally. I know it's a lot. I know we get things all the time from the different boards and regions, but a lot of times it's really hard to read through. So we're trying to find ways to get that information to you because there's a lot of important things that we should be watching. Two things right now to pay attention to. One is the transfer tax that was passed. That's going to obviously be implemented now with what's coming on to tax season right now. And we're going to want to know the information on that for our clients because it's real estate related. We're going to put out more information on that so that you know. I know we've done a few sessions, but if that's something you have questions on, you can feel free to reach out to me or keep an eye out for the information going out. Another thing that's on the horizon, unfortunately, is rent control. Colleen and I did a quick overview of how we feel that would impact our industry and what we've seen in the past in different cities. I think a lot of us are in agreement over rent control. Michelle Wu has not put out really what this would look like. What they did was they leaked it to the Globe with some very high level ideas, and we're all still waiting on the information. But Colleen and I did do this podcast, which might be a good thing to listen to if it comes up in your sphere, just to have those talking points on hand. But when we do get more details, that's going to be something that we get out to right away. The last market update is that Colleen did one of these videos to talk through what we're thinking that this year might look like in terms of predictions, just from what we're hearing from all the different economists and things that we're listening to at this time. We think that this might be a good video for you to listen to, again, just to try to give you some really simple talking points, but also it might be something that you want to share with some of your clients if you do agree. So that's going to be going out as well and something to keep an eye out for. So we always include a brand update just to help everybody maximize their partnership with the brand. That's something we're always looking to do and want to make sure that we're making that as simple as possible for all of you. The two things to look at right now, I know we've talked a couple times about the Luxury Outlook report. That's a really unique and interesting report that Sotheby's puts out at the beginning of every year. If you haven't utilized that yet, please at least take a look. As I always say, it might be something that's good just to have in the back of your mind for your conversations, but it really is something that I think that you should utilize and push out to your sphere just as a point of contact. The second thing that we have to utilize in terms of the brand right now is the G&E. I know a lot of you have registered. I believe we're up over 50 registered from the company, which is amazing. I really feel like the G&E is worth it. I think that a lot of what Sotheby's has to offer is in just the caliber of agent, and I think that there's really no better place to go to see that. So I think that if you haven't been to a G&E, you should really consider it. Like we always say, tapping into those different markets right now, especially in terms of a tricky market. Usually we're a market that if there is a shift, we don't see as much as other parts of the country, and that makes us people that everyone wants to meet at the G&E, if that makes sense to you. So I think if you can get to the G&E this year, it would be really great. If you're already registered, look out for things that the brand's doing and things that we're doing to make sure that you're gonna get the most out of that. We're gonna do a lot of different sessions and tips if you need that, and support, introductions, ways that you can get the most out of the trip and not just send you with no plan. So there's a lot going out about that, and if you have questions, you can feel free to shoot me an email. We have obviously seen that some people are still slow in January. There has been a big uptick in suburban markets that I'm hearing, that this is like one of the busiest Januaries. I don't think that anyone can say that we know what's coming in the spring, but I do feel like with the interest rates sort of hovering where they are, everyone's kind of gotten used to where they are at this moment. The shock isn't there. And I do think that we're going to see a nice, steady spring. So we're banking on that. That's what we're not only just guessing, that's what we're starting to see when we look at the escrow account, when we look at just sort of ahead of what we have at our hands. So I wanted to make sure that we put that out for the beginning of March, because I know some people are a little slower and a little bit nervous in January. We're watching really closely, and we really do think that we're just going to see this very short correction shift to a normal market, which is really good for everyone. Thank you. As always, we had a little bit more information today than we usually do. I hope these are helpful for everyone. If you have specific questions about anything we talked about today, or really anything at all, I'd love to connect with any of you. Please feel free to reply directly to this email with this update on it, and let me know if we can catch up on anything.